Alright, good afternoon everyone. Welcome once again to this webinar on TechSoup New Zealand program overview. My name is Christine Harlem. I'm the Senior Events and Membership Coordinator at Connecting Up. And today I have Ryan Jones with me who will be going through the presentation with you. I'm looking at the different products that's available, how to register for the program, and obviously welcome any questions that you might have about the program that you'd like to know. We will be taking questions along the way, so Ryan will stop at several points to answer questions. So if you do have anything you'd like to ask, feel free to shoot them through in the question box as soon as you can, and we will address them one by one as we go along. Other than that, we are recording this session and you'll get a copy of the recording afterwards as well as the slides. So I will now hand you over to Ryan, and if you do have any technical issues during the webinar, make sure you let us know as well so we can try to sort it out. So I'll hand you over to Ryan now.
Thanks, Christine. Welcome to everyone who's joining us this morning for the webinar. Hopefully we'll be able to answer any questions that you might have on the program, and like Christine said, shoot them through as soon as you've got them, and we'll be happy to answer them as we go along. So the first thing I wanted to quickly mention is who are Connecting Up. So simply, Connecting Up are the organisation that runs the TechSoup New Zealand program. We are a 32-year-old not-for-profit that's based in Adelaide in Australia. So we deliver the program in New Zealand supported by social development partners who are our New Zealand partner. We run similar programs in Australia, which used to be called Donatech, and through Asia under the TechSoup Asia name. We deliver these programs in partnership with TechSoup Global, which is a non-profit that has partners in close to 40 countries delivering similar programs. The partners do vary from country to country though, and so we'll go through some of the different partners that are available today and how you can take advantage of that. So what is the TechSoup New Zealand program in a nutshell? So it's founded on the basis of making technology accessible for charity organisations. So this is through donated computer software and discounted computers and software primarily, but we also provide a range of learning resources, and as you're now experiencing, webinars to try and help you wade through all the different technology that's out there and help you decide what's right for your organisation. The main thing about the TechSoup New Zealand program is that it's open to charities and voluntary welfare organisations in New Zealand. Any questions that you might have on that, customer support are happy to help you. So in terms of technology donations, if you're new to the program, you may not be aware of just all the donated products that are available, or you may not just understand exactly what they all do. But technology companies such as Microsoft and Symantec and more, obviously, donate their products to all kinds of charitable organisations in New Zealand. The idea being that any money that you can save on IT equipment can be spent on better delivering services. So each donor partner offers a generous amount of software per organisation, and in some cases we can assist with any extra you may need. All you have to do is contact customer support and they'll be happy to help you. We do not receive any funding for the program. The program is kept sustainable entirely for about 4 to 8% of retail price. The other thing that we get asked quite regularly about the donations program is where does the software come from, is it new, things like that. Important thing to note about the donated software is it's all brand new. Majority of the software these days is delivered digitally, so you can download it online and you get the brand new latest software. One of the added bonuses about the Microsoft donations program is all of the licenses are volume licenses, and what that means for you is that you get instant access to any updates that are released for any Microsoft software for 2 years from your donation request. So what that means is Office 2013 was released this year. If you order Office 2013 today, If Microsoft happen to release a new version next year, that's a major upgrade, but that software will be able to be downloaded directly from what Microsoft call their Volume License Service Center. So no new donation requests, no new admin fees. You can just log on and download that software. In terms of the discounts program, one of the big things in the last couple of months has been the addition of MyOb as a discount partner. So all of these partners, rather than donate their products 100%, they discount them. They offer a substantial discount to not-for-profits, and so that can be anything from Tolosa's fundraising software to Citrix software that we're using right now to deliver this webinar, Kaspersky Enterprise Antivirus, and of course MyOb's range of accounting software. We also have a new range of refurbished computers launching in the next couple of weeks, so make sure you keep an eye on your inboxes for that. So in their products, so they're discounting their products, but what do I actually need? What I've done is I've put together some of the most popular, a list of some of the most popular products that are available through the donations program, and have a quick dive into them and see how they might be able to help you. But again, if you've got any questions along the way, or if you've got any specific use scenarios, I'll be happy to discuss that with you. So the first one is Microsoft Office. So just about everybody in the world uses Microsoft Office these days for their word processing, might be email, spreadsheets, whatever it might be. So for Windows, Office 2013 is the latest version. It's more of an evolution and refinement compared to Office 2010. So if you're familiar with Office 2010, there's not such a big leap, but it has been refined pretty much every way. PowerPoint, Outlook, Access for databases and Publisher, which is a great program for producing newsletters and posters. There are also some new features to work on documents and review as a team, but the most exciting feature that I've found is that you can now create and edit PDFs from within Microsoft Office. So you don't need expensive Adobe PDF writers anymore. You can use Office to produce your PDFs for you and make those simple edits. So Office is available in a standard edition and a professional plus edition. The standard includes Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Publisher, OneNote, which is an online note-taking software, and SkyDrive Pro, which is basically a cloud-integrated SkyDrive that works with your local server. Now, for most organizations, the standard version will give them everything that they need, but Professional Plus adds a couple of features that I know that a lot of organizations use. One of those is Microsoft Access. So if you're using Access databases, you will need the Professional Plus version. InfoPath and Link are also included in Professional Plus. And the other one that I know a lot of people use is Business Contact Manager for Outlook. So it just provides more of a level of detail with your contacts in your Outlook address book. So if you're using any of those, then Professional Plus is the way to go. If you're not, then the standard edition will be fine for your organization. And again, you get 2 years software assurance on Office 2013. If you're using a Mac, we haven't forgotten about you. Microsoft also make available Office 2011 for Mac, which is the latest version of their Mac Office software. So Microsoft Windows 8.1, only just released in the last couple of weeks. That's Microsoft's latest and greatest operating system. 8.1 does feature some significant improvements over Windows 8, and again, we'd already found that Windows 8 was faster than the previous versions of Windows on our hardware here, but 8.1 takes it to another level, and as well as it being more secure and more reliable. Microsoft have really listened to a lot of the feedback that they got about Windows 8 and some of the more unpopular features, and they've really refined it and improved Windows 8.1. Now, the reason why I might bring this up is that it's important to note that if you are using Windows XP, and I know a lot of people are still using Windows XP, there will be no more security patches and updates after April next year. That's because Microsoft are discontinuing support for Windows XP. So if you are still using Windows XP, now is the time to start planning that upgrade and make sure that you make that upgrade before April next year. Otherwise, again, you won't get those security patches or updates, and your computers may be at risk.
Yeah, we do have a question not relevant to Microsoft though. Basically, the question is there any news of getting Adobe on board with either donations or discount scheme?
No, not at this stage. We are still talking to them about both, and hopefully something will be released sometime next year, but at this stage I don't have any news for you, I'm sorry. Alright, next one. Antivirus. Everybody needs it, nobody knows why, but hopefully you'll never have to notice it because it'll just quietly go around about its business in the background. So antivirus isn't exactly one of those cool products, but it is one that everybody needs, and what you need is something that's going to be very painless for you. We're lucky through TechSoup New Zealand that Symantec donate both their desktop and their enterprise grade solutions. So that means that for desktop users you can get products like Norton 360, which is the most popular antivirus product through the donations program by far, Norton Antivirus for Mac, and Symantec Endpoint Protection, which is their enterprise grade solution, which is more designed for organizations that have larger numbers of computers, 10 plus computers. In terms of renewing your Symantec donations, all you have to do is just request a new donation, and away you go. The other solution that we do have is Kaspersky. Kaspersky have recently started discounting their Kaspersky is it's really designed, it's designed for larger organizations. So if your organization has 10 or fewer computers, then you probably look at the Symantec range. But if you do have 10, 20 computers, Kaspersky has a lot of great features which are more designed for larger organizations, which will help your IT managers centrally manage all of your antivirus, but it also includes features like mobile device management, which provides you with a level of security on your mobile phones, and it also enables you to centrally manage patches and software and things like that. So it is a very helpful tool for large organizations, but again, if you're a smaller organization, then the Symantec solutions are going to be perfect for you. Now, I mentioned before MyOb have just joined the program, and obviously with the Adobe question, we are constantly talking to new partners and trying to Now, they're offering an unprecedented discount on their range of accounting software for a limited time up until the end of November. So it's a good time to review your accounting software and work out whether you need to upgrade or whether you need a different solution for your organization. You might have grown. Basically, the MyOb range consists of a few different ranges and then titles in between that. So Account Right is MyOb's standard accounting package, which is available in different tiers depending on whether you need payroll, stock handling, or other more advanced features, multiple users, things like that. For most organizations, it's perfect. You install it on your admin manager's computer and away you go. Account Right Live is pretty much. And so you get the standard account right with the benefits of cloud integration. So what the cloud integration gives you is online access to your financial records if you need to send something to an accountant or a bookkeeper. The other really cool thing about Account Right Live is bank feeds, so that they can instantly import all of your bank transactions, which just makes transferring that information over a lot easier. Account Edge is essentially their Mac accounting range. The different tiers are very similar to Account Right in terms of what different features you get where, and so if you're on a Mac, then that's the way to go. Live Accounts is their purely cloud solution, and that's also available at a significant discount at the moment. Now MyOb also integrates with TechSoup Premier, which isn't on this slide, but TechSoup are an Australian company which TechSoup produce a cash flow management and budgeting program that basically does everything visually. It's very easy to use, and you get much prettier reports, much easier to understand reports than you can sometimes get out of MyOb. So MyOb will integrate with TechSoup Premier whether you're using Account Right or Account Right Live, or Live Accounts too, I think. And so for eligible organisations, it's worth having a look at both MyOb and TechSoup.
We have a question about MyOb here, Ryan. So Julian's asking, they already have MyOb, but not through TechSoup discount. So can they go off their plan and then access MyOb through TechSoup with discount?
Depending on the plan you're on, yes, you can. In some cases, if you've prepaid for, say, a year, you can order MyOb through the discount program now, and your new license will take effect when your 1 year has expired, for instance. So yeah, you're definitely not excluded, and if you've got any questions on that, I can forward you through a phone number for a team in MyOb that are able to answer that question in more detail if you need. So I'll provide my email address at the end of the webinar. All right. Lots of people are obviously doing fundraising, and we do have a couple of good solutions for organisations that need to keep track of funds that are being raised and donors who are donating and things like that. So Tolosa Exceed is a program that's just been updated and re-added to the donations program. It's designed specifically for not-for-profits to track donors and donations, which includes reporting and email features and the ability to keep track of who is donating, how often they're donating, and important features like that. That are looking for a fundraising solution. If you are a larger organisation, specifically if you have multiple offices that might have to do their own fundraising, Microsoft Dynamics is a CRM system, or a constituent relationship management system, which can basically be used to track anything that you like. So it can be customized to track customers, it can be customized to track donors. There are some templates to assist you with setting this up, and the learning curve is a bit higher than something that's pre-configured like Tolosa, but there are a number of providers who can set this up for you, and hopefully the savings through the donations program on that can help you get something like Dynamics set up and ready to go. Grant implementation of grants activities. So if you've got a grant, you want to make sure that you're ticking off all the right things that are required in the process of that grant. So Microsoft Project, just been updated with the rest of Office, includes the ability to manage tasks and programs so you can keep a track of milestones and other project management requirements, and that can then be used to really make it a lot easier to do your reporting to whatever grant provider provided the funds. Now, I mentioned before refurbished computers. It's been a while since we've had refurbished computers in stock for a range of reasons, but we have a new range of refurbished computers coming online in the next couple of weeks. And all of these refurbished computers are refurbished by Microsoft authorized refurbishers, which means you get a genuine copy of Windows 7. So for a lot of organizations, you can pull them out of the box and away you go. All of them are designed to be able to handle the latest Windows 7 and Windows 8. So none of them are old and slow in terms of some people's perception of refurbished. They're all current hardware and ready to go. So those will be released in New Zealand in the next couple of weeks, and we will send an email out to everyone as soon as they become available. Microsoft Office 365. I just want to quickly mention Office 365. It's a cloud-hosted version of Office, and you may have heard recently that Microsoft are offering this out to New Zealand not-for-profits. Now the important thing is Microsoft are offering this direct, and Connecting Up provide eligibility services for Office 365. But if you visit that website on the screen, microsoft.com/Office365 nonprofits, that can give you an idea of the different tiers of Office 365 and how it can help you. Some of the more important things are things like hosted Exchange for email and hosted cloud version of Microsoft Office, which is very handy. But the other thing to remember is that Office 2013 through the donations program integrates with Office 365. So with the basic Office 365, you don't get a desktop version of Microsoft Office. So you can use the donation of Office 2013 to integrate with Office 365 and give you the best of both worlds. Now, I just want to go through a couple of the frequently asked questions that we get here and hopefully help out people with a couple of it's pretty much as often as you like, with the exception of Tolosa, which is once a year. In terms of Microsoft and Symantec and most of the other donor partners, again, it's as often as you like, as long as you haven't used your maximum allocation, which I'll go through in a minute. But this all depends specifically on the donation partner or the discount partner. So Microsoft and Symantec have very different requirements in terms of how much you can order and how often you can order. So I do. There is content on the website about that, but you can also contact customer support with any questions. Now, the other one that I get quite a lot is how much can I actually order? You know, is it okay to order 5 licenses, or can I only order 1? Organizations, again, it's as much as you need. So for Microsoft, it's up to 10 different titles and up to 50 licenses of each. So an example of a title for Microsoft is Microsoft Office. So you could order 50 licenses of Microsoft Office 2013 standard, or you could order a mix. You could order 30 copies of Office 2013 standard and 20 copies of Office 2013 Professional Plus, and that would make up your 50 licenses. Now, again, there are some slightly different circumstances when it comes to server licenses. There's a maximum of 5 server licenses total, and then again, it impacts on your title groups. But Microsoft have made that really easy because Microsoft and TechSoup have developed /Microsoft_donation_center, spelt the American way with the ER, That will show you visually on the screen what you've ordered from Microsoft, how many you've ordered, and how much more you can order in a 2-year period, that is. So 10 different titles and 50 licenses of each in a 2-year period. And that page will also show you the retail value of the software that's been donated to you since you first placed your Microsoft donation request, which can sometimes be a pretty staggering number. So I recommend that everybody, as soon as you get off the webinar, go and check out your Microsoft Donation Center and have a look at what is there, and that should also give you a much better picture of how much you can order and what you've already ordered. With Semantic Desktop, it's up to 2 different titles. If you do need more than what's available through the donation program, I recommend that you get in touch with our customer support team. We always try and help every not-for-profit as much as we can, and so we're happy to look into exceptional circumstances for people. So I've gone through all of the most common products and you still don't know what you need. So can we help? Well, in general, kind of. Because we can't actually go out to every not-for-profit and analyse their office environment, we can't get an exact picture on what you may need. But what we do offer now is we offer Connecting Up membership. And the main benefit of Connecting Up membership in this instance is a free 1-hour one-on-one mentoring session with you. So if you have a specific IT issue or question about a setup in your office, then what you can do is you can go on the website and you can sign up for a mentoring session, and you can sit down with one of our mentors over Skype, and we will be happy to discuss whatever issue you have. We'll do a bit of research into it and we'll see how we can help you. Some of the other benefits are 20% discounts to events and webinars. You also get a discount to any of our conferences in Australia or New Zealand. You get a member-only newsletter and you get some exclusive member-only competitions. So that costs 150 Australian dollars per year, and you can register on the website, and if you've got any more questions then you can just ask me after the webinar. So that brings me to the end of my pre-prepared slides, but I'm here to answer any questions that you might have. So if you have any specific questions about product you might need or what is offered through the program, then let me know.
Right, we have a question about devices and licenses. So if people work from home or remote work and bring their own devices, do the licenses cover these machines and devices as well?
Yes, they do. It depends on what license you're talking about. If you're talking about a client access license for a server, then in that specific instance I just recommend ordering a user client access license or a user CAL, and what that will do is that will transfer to whatever device the user is using at the time. We do get quite often the question about people installing software on personal computers and volunteers installing software. That's fine, but the software at all times must be owned by the organisation that it's been donated to. So the expectation is that if somebody stops volunteering or working for that organisation, then they'll be expected to remove that software from their computer. So it is quite transferable in terms of if that person no longer needs the software, they can remove it from their computer and install it on another one. But yeah, in general, that's fine.
What if we get problems? Do we get access to technical support, or do we still use our own technical support services?
You still use your existing technical support services. We do have a range of frequently asked questions on the website, and we can provide you with limited support in terms of getting your software downloaded, making sure that you've got your keys. Got some really good tutorials on the website in terms of how to do that if you're not familiar specifically with the Microsoft Volume License Center. But in general, our customer support people are not positioned to provide frontline technical support. So we can provide as much help as we can, but if you've got specific issues, it may be better off to use your existing IT provider.
Anyone else have any question? That was probably one of the last questions that we've got, and we do have time. And this webinar was designed specifically, so I mean we did give an overview of different products and how to order and everything else. But if you do have anything else you want to ask about a specific product or a product that you would like to know more about, or something that we haven't covered that you'd like to know whether we have it, just send them through.
One other thing on IT providers is we quite often have a number of organisations that use IT providers to provide their support, and in a lot of cases the IT providers are providing recommendations on what products they need. If you don't have specific IT skills yourself and you do have IT support providers who provide that for you, then you can actually allow them to be the contact on your account so that they can ring up and they can make inquiries on your behalf and they can place orders on your behalf. We have that in quite a number of circumstances, and that works out quite well for organisations that are using existing tech support.
Another question similar to the one before about having an account and cancelling it to get discount through us. With antivirus, can they do that as well?
What antivirus product are you using at the moment? That will be the main question. With antivirus, when your antivirus expires, you can just request your new semantic donation if it's an existing semantic product. If you're looking at moving to Kaspersky, Kaspersky offer what they call a cross-grade license, which is designed for organisations that are using a competing solution to Kaspersky, something like McAfee or Trend or anything like that, and Kaspersky will offer you a further discount to switch over to them.
Does anyone else have any question? Doesn't seem like it. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Ryan?
No, if you've got any questions, you can email me at rj@techsoup.net.nz and we'll be happy to help you.
Great. Well, then we are early, but yeah, if you do have any other questions after we finish, that you just browse our website and then have anything that comes up, email Ryan. I will send a follow-up email after this with the link to the recording as well as the slides, and that will include Ryan's email there as well, so you are free to contact him anytime. Thanks everyone for joining us today. Thank you for those asking questions. I hope this webinar has been useful for you, and I look forward to seeing you at the next webinar. Thank you. Bye.